right, we're back touring the East County training camps, and Dave, we're out here with Coach Casey Ash of the West Hills Wolfpack on that blue turf.
Beautiful blue
Love
turf.
it.
But it's a lot more than that around these parts. But Coach, your 8th year now, I believe, and well, we got some parts to replace from last year, but
Sure.
fortunately, you do have some good returning talent. Tell us, first of all, how that last season wrapped up. I mean, we had the 2 4-game winning streaks. I think it was a bunch of positives. Certainly, it didn't end like we wanted. First that Monte Vista game and then the playoff game. But
Yeah.
man, you can really build on those 8 victories, those 2 4-game winning streaks. And we talked to Cole earlier, and he said, you know, maybe we were kind of feeling our oats a little bit after
Sure.
that coming into that El Cap game. And boy, I mean, talk about rivalries too. El Cap, Santana. What a great schedule, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're looking forward to it. You know, the way we ended the season last year, that's kind of the part as a coach you always remember is the end. But when you do look back on things, there were some good things that happened along the way. You know, it's been a while. We got shut out those last 2 games, so it's been a while since we scored a touchdown. So we are hungry to get back in the end zone, to say the least.
Well, I think, Dave, the big question that people are going to ask is how do you replace a legend? I would say, as far as West Hills quarterbacks are concerned, there have been some good ones. Jordan Young was among the best ever, and even though we might turn to the ground a little bit more, going to look for some other leadership too.
Yeah, how would you feel somebody? I mean, obviously you got to do it. I mean, that's what coaches do year in and year out after you develop players. But definitely a hard one to fill after somebody
Sure.
like Jordan. I mean, he can run, he can throw. He was real intelligent reading the defense.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's athleticism and experience can't be replaced. We're going to look for, you know, a number of people to step up in their roles, but in terms of just the quarterback position, we're not going to replace the production he gave us. We're going to have a kid step in there and do a great job, hopefully, but a number of other guys are going to have to carry a little more weight this time around as well.
And as far as the quarterback situation right now, do we have some names you can put out there that are actually competing for that position at this point?
Sure. We've got 2 guys who are competing. Gerardo Hernandez, who played for us on JV last year as a junior and led a pretty good team down there. And we have Braden Oberg, who was our freshman quarterback last year, who also played about half the season on JD and even came up with us for the Alcone game and scored a touchdown there. So two guys we're excited about. Gerardo is going to be a senior, so he's obviously had a little more experience, whereas Braden is only going to be a sophomore, but has a lot of potential.
So is there a possible rotation?
I'd rather there not be, especially with all the ball handling we do. But I told him I wasn't going to make a decision until we get through the scrimmage. So we still have a couple more weeks, and we'll see how it shakes out. They came out of summer both making a lot of plays and a lot of mistakes. You know, Gerardo, I told him, was a little bit ahead at the end of the summer, which we expected. And now we're going to see who can really run the ball and control the offense, which is really job number 1.
Dave, for all the success the Pack had with Young, we're really a run-oriented team, and that responsibility is going to fall on probably the expected favorite for the Grossmont Valley League MVP, if you will, Jake Mayhew. On the ground, on defense, Coach. Talk about a West Hills legend. I think Jake has already fulfilled that promise, and he's only going to be a senior now.
Right. Yeah, well, this will be his 3rd year on varsity. So, you know, you expect those guys, when you get them, 3rd-year varsity players, to really be your standouts. And, yeah, he carried the weight in the run game along with Jordan last year, and he certainly is not going to get much rest this year. He's going to be on the field both ways just about all the time, and I would expect him to get the lion's share of the touches. And he's, you know, he's a good kid, good leader for us, a real tough kid. It's probably his number 1 attribute on the football field, and we expect him to. We're hoping to get him over that 1,000-yard mark this season.
Yeah, Dave, 400 yards rushing or so last year, and Jake had 4 sacks on defense, and going to have even more production this year.
And then we have Cole was speaking to us about it too, a sophomore that's also going to be back there.
Yeah, we got a few sophomores on the team. So we had a really good freshman class last year, and some guys who are ready to play varsity football up here. So we've got three sophomores who look like they're going to play varsity. Dylan Freund is a running back, linebacker kid. We've got Dylan Snyder, who's a slot back, defensive back kid, and we've got Oberg, who's the quarterback.
And another great player on this team, going to be one of the leaders of the club, Steve Christini. He's a wide receiver, he's a defensive back,
Yeah.
and he's going to be on the field almost every play.
Yeah, him too, and he had a great summer for us. You know, another really tough kid that kind of West Hills kids typically have to them, and we try to build around that. But really was all over the field for us during the summer. And, we had one of our most successful summers we've had in recent history, really, in terms of the passing tournaments, and Stephen was a big part of that.
Dave Christini, over 500 yards of all-purpose yards. He also returned some kicks last year. I don't know if that's probably in the plans this year.
Yes. Yeah, he's going to return kicks for us. He'll be playing corner, and he'll be playing slot where he's running and catching the ball. So a little bit of everything for Stephen.
And as far as circling any of them on the calendar, I mean, obviously all the league games are the games you really want to focus on.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you wanted to speak first and foremost on the Tony Burner second year of entertaining that one with what has almost become a rival now with El Cap.
Oh, sure, yeah. The kids and coaches have felt that way about El Cap for a long time, and vice versa. So it's good to have kind of a name to put to that now, and we're excited about that. Didn't like the way it got started, but it's been kind of a seesaw thing the last 6 years or so. I think it's gone back and forth, and the home team has not been able to win it, unfortunately. So we're going on the road this year to play El Cap, so hopefully that works out.
That's a sign of a tough rivalry when the road team is doing the winning. Tell us about that night, Coach. I mean, football, emotion plays such a big part in football, and it was on their side that night.
Yeah, it certainly was, and I felt that at a couple junctures there towards the end of the game, we kind of let our emotions get the best of us, and it resulted in some penalties that are not typical of West Hills football, and got in our way, got between us and victory, and hopefully it was something we learned from. I think it was.
We're back out here at West Hills High School, and we're with veteran Steve Christini. Stephen, a great season last year. You're all over the field, offensively, defensively. Most, I think we know you best as a defensive back, but played some offense, and we know you were a great kick returner. How do we look this season? We got to definitely replace Jordan, but still, I mean, this team has to think that a league championship is possible.
Yeah, I mean, we have a really small team this year, but we have a lot of quickness and speed, and even though we're little on kids, we'll still pull through, and we've always been working hard, so we'll get it done.
Yeah, and last season, great season, 2 4-game winning streaks.
Yeah.
The El Cap game, so much emotion in that game.
Yeah.
But maybe you guys were coming in feeling like very confident that you could extend that winning streak.
Yeah, I mean, our seniors this year have been working very hard, and even the younger kids coming up, they've been growing throughout SWAT and over the summer, so they're getting there, and I think we got a very good chance this year.
Yeah, well, look what happened last year. We kind of rolled through some of the opponents, and then we had that big night in Spring Valley, and man, you guys came out firing in that first quarter and had to be feeling like you could do it. Then just the weight just became too much in the second quarter, and we just petered out a little bit. Was I don't think it was a matter of stamina or anything. What happened in that game?
I believe that after a few penalties and turnarounds, once they started to get momentum, a couple of our players started to get down, a couple of our big players, and so that really brought the rest of the team down, and so I think that's why we started to slow down. We didn't stay in the game.
Well, what's it going to mean for you seniors this year to get them maybe on this home turf? I think Coach can look you guys in the eye and say, hey, you know what, you guys are league championship contenders. You got veterans like you and the Klingerman brothers, and of course Jake. You guys are expected to be leaders, and how are you going to convince these guys that they are league championship potential?
Well, as long as we believe in ourselves, then we could do anything we want. So we'll just keep working and keep believing.
And what about your experience with Coach Ash and this staff? I mean, you've been a veteran now for several years. Imagine you want to bring one home for him, huh?
Yeah, we're going to do everything for Coach Ash, work hard for him, and try to get him that dub too.
Okay. All right, Stephen Christini, over 500 yards of all-purpose yards last year all over the field. Good luck this season.